He was the target of criticism before he left office, and now Duval County's former clerk of courts is again being accused of irregularities.
First, there was an uproar over how Jim Fuller gave out employee bonuses. Now it's over how he spent some other money in his final days as clerk. The new clerk says Fuller gave raises, bought new equipment, and paid for his own legal fees with taxpayer funds. Altogether, the questionable spending totaled more than $380,000. Channel 4's Jim Piggott talked with Fuller and with his successor and is joining us live from the courthouse. Jim?
Tom, the new clerk, Ronnie Fussell, has only been on the job a short time, but he says during that period he's noticed some disturbing things that were done by his predecessor, Jim Fuller. The current Duval County Clerk of Courts was hoping for a smooth transition, but off the bat he noticed problems. He says former clerk Jim Fuller, in his final days, handed out huge pay raises, spent thousands on office equipment, and paid his own legal fees just before leaving office.
Whether it was illegal, I doubt it. Inappropriate, yes. Unethical, yes. Especially without even making me aware of it.
Here's what we've learned. Documents show Fuller gave 30 appointed staff raises in December that totaled more than $200,000. Some of their base pay raises were as high as $20,000. Documents also show Fuller purchased over $140,000 in office equipment, including iPads and other computer equipment, on his very last day in office. And what city officials find most disturbing is Fuller used $46,000 in tax dollars for his own legal fees to fight a term limit law that was forcing him out of office, when city lawyers told him not to do that. We talked with Fuller this afternoon outside the courthouse.
I was the clerk of the court. I felt it was appropriate to do what I did. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't misappropriate any money.
The general counsel's office is looking into the legal fee issues to see if there's any problems. But I asked Fuller about his intentions. Why didn't he say anything about what he was doing, particularly to the incoming clerk? He felt it was wrong. It's wrong to do that on your way out. I think taxpayers are going to think this is wrong, to give raises on your way out when we...
So if I'd have given raises 3 months prior, it'd have been all right? When's it okay for me to give a raise to somebody? Ronnie has his own.
It would have been on your watch because
Ronnie has his own opinion on how he wants to run a clerk's office. You know, I could say, why didn't he call me about these issues and ask me about them? Ronnie's never called me.
So what's happening now, at least with those raises? 28 of the people that received those raises, well, those were cut. They're not going to get them anymore. The one check that they did receive, that will be on there. 2 people resigned as a result of that. We're live from the courthouse. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
Jim, any reaction from members of the city council or the city's lawyer about all of this?
You know, City Council member John Crescenbenny was here during this announcement, and he said that he was appalled by what he had heard by all of this, particularly when it came to using the money for the legal fees for his own campaign, for Fuller's own campaign. He was upset by that, and he's been upset, of course, with the bonuses and with the pay raises. He just says it's not fair to the predecessor, Ronnie Fussell, that's here. Cindy Lacadero, the city attorney, again, they're looking into what happened with this to see if there's anything they can do, particularly when it comes to the legal fees.
Jim Piggott reporting to us live from downtown. Thanks, Jim.